Shay Ralph and the Bandit Commodores are hosting Kenny Brooks and the Kentucky Wildcats. This is a battle right here. Right now, Bandy is number 5 in the nation. Kentucky is 16th. Bandy is 24-3, and Kentucky is 20-7. Now, Kentucky just beat Ole Miss. Got to take a day off. Beat Texas A&M. Lost to Texas, lost to Bandy. So this is a rematch. Now, the Bandy game was in Rupp Arena. This time, this is going to be down in Nashville. So Kentucky is going into the home. Bandy just lost to UGA, but they just came off of beating Texas, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Florida. The Oklahoma game was really convincing. Texas game was actually pretty convincing, and the Florida game was really convincing. Kentucky was the close one, and it was in Rupp Arena. Now they haven't done so good this year in defending Rupp Arena. These are two teams that have some strengths, have some weaknesses. Claire Strack of Kentucky is a big part of their team. I mean, she's leading them in points, rebounds, steals, and blocks. She is doing a lot of good. And honestly, considering all the good she's doing, her turnovers aren't that bad. She's backed up by Toni Morgan, who's leading in assists. And then on Bandy, you got Michaela Blakes. That's the big name there. Michaela Blakes leading in points, leading in steals. She is doing a lot of good on that team. Backed up by Aubrey Galvin. So it's a guard-centric offense with Sasha Washington leading in rebounds. And Ayanna Mitchell leading in blocks. Both these teams have strengths. Both these teams have weaknesses. They've been shown out. But let me tell you something. Either team could win this. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm looking at this. Yes, Kentucky did get beat by them. This is one of those scary games. It is. Now, both these teams are going to the NCAA tournament. Both of them will most likely get buys in the SEC tournament. Vandy's guaranteed. Kentucky should get a first round bye. Vandy is most likely going to get a first and second round bye in the SEC tournament. This game is going towards a lot of good. It really is. Vandy's won 10 in conference. Them and Texas are tied 10-3. The only reason Texas is technically ahead of them is because overall they've got one more game won. They're 25-3 and Bandy is 24-3. This is one of those games that I want to watch just for the simple fact of two different offensive schemes right here. How much did Kenny Brooks learn from his exceedingly close loss to Bandy? Is Shay Ralph's team prepared to go the last few games on the dominance that they've been doing? We're going to see here. So, we're going to cover this game by the numbers, as I always do. Stick around. Let's get into it. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics. Do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. Kentucky's visiting team, so we're going to get into them first. They're scoring on average 76.4 points a game, allowing 58.5 points a game. 44.5 field goal percentage, not a bad number. 69.3 free throw percentage, not bad. 32.5 3-point percentage. Right around where I like for any good team to be that I project to do decent in the NCAA tournament. They make 8.6 3-pointers a game. They got 17.4 assists. A little low, but still good teamwork. Uh, Yahoo has them at 36.9 rebounds, and ESPN has them at 41.2. So they're doing that job really well. They've only got 12 turnovers a game, which isn't bad. 6.7 block shots. That is elite. That's an elite number right there. Now, according to ESPN, they got 6.8. They're only getting 5.6 steals a game, though. So they're relying on old fashioned defense. Now, Claire Strack, as I said, leads in almost all categories. 31 minutes a game, 16.5 points, 10.5 assists, or rebounds, pardon me. 10.5 rebounds. I don't know why I said assists. 2 assists, 1.3 steals, 2.6 blocks. That's a really good number that a lot mo I don't think I know of another SEC player getting that many blocks in a game. 2 turnovers, a little high, but considering all the rest she does, 46.9 field goal percentage, 20.7 3-point. That's low. 65.8 free throw percentage. Tony Morgan, who leads in assist, 34.3 minutes a game, 14.4 points, 3.3 rebounds, 8.4 assists, 1 steal, zero point 0.7 blocks, 3.4 turnovers. That's really high, but you're trusting her to get the ball to the right people. And she normally does, let me tell you. 48.9 field goal percentage, 40.4 3-point percentage. So here's a smart shooter that also gets the ball to where it needs to go. High, exceedingly high turnover rate, but they know she's going to be passing the ball, that she's the floor general. 75.6 free throw percentage. She's a shooter. Keone Key, forward, 25.5 minutes, 11.3 points, 6.9 rebounds, 1.1 assists, zero point 0.8 steals, 1.4 blocks, 1.7 turnovers, 52.8 field goal percentage, but only 8.3 3-point percentage, and 64.7 free throw percentage. I'm an old schooler. I'll admit it. I don't mind that your forward's not getting that many 3-pointers. Not everybody can be Larry Bird. Asia Boone, guard, 29.3 minutes, 10.9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.1 blocks, 1.3 turnovers, 37.4 field goal percentage though, but 36.8 3-point percentage, and 80.8 free throw percentage. Oh, and by the way, Amelia Hassett's got 10.1 points. Jordan Obi's got 9.6. You've got 5 players in double digits and 1 exceedingly close to it. You've got rebounds coming in. This team's working as a team led by Tony Morgan, who is being a floor general. You've got Claire Strack, who is doing everything and is a decent shooter. Tony Morgan, really good shooter. This team's got good shooters. They're scary. No matter who you are, this is a scary team, and Claire Strack leads it. Love watching Claire Strack. I really do. I like Medina Okada. I like Reagan Beers, but Claire Strack's got something special about her. And teaming her up with somebody like Tony Morgan, who is a straight up shooter, but knows how to control who gets the ball at the right time. It's a scary team. A very scary team. Unfortunately, hasn't translated into all the wins that they would want, but a very scary team. Now, Vandy, 85 points a game, but allowing 63.9, that's a little high, but they're using their offense to their advantage. 47.2 field goal percentage. Really good number. 76.6 free throw percentage. Good number there. 36.9 3-point percentage. So this is an offense centric team. 9.7 3 points made per game. 19.5 assists. According to Yahoo, 32 rebounds. According to ESPN, 36. They're getting 12.5. They're only having 12.5 turnovers a game. That's not bad. They're only blocking 4 shots a game though. They're stealing 11.5 points or 11.5 steals a game. Michaela Blakes, who leads in steals and points, like I said earlier, 34.3 minutes, 26.3 points. This young lady is a pure shooter. She is beauty to watch when it comes to being on the court. 3.7 rebounds, 4.6 assists. So she's, as a guard, she's getting the ball to the right people, but at the same time, she's getting her shots. 3 steals, zero point 0.2 blocks, 2.8 turnovers, little high, but considering her assist rate and what else she does, 45.9 field goal percentage, 33.7 3-point percentage. Not as good as Tony Morgan, but she's doing it at a better clip. 85.7 free throw rate. Aubrey Galvin, who leads in assists, 34 minutes, 12.5 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 2.8 steals, zero point 0.1 blocks, 2.6 turnovers. She's another one that's getting the ball around to where it needs to go. They're getting those two both know, hey, even though I can score, I'm getting it to the person that can if I'm in a bad spot. 42.2 free throw percentage, 32.6 3-point percentage, and 82.1 field goal percentage. Now I'm going to say this, both them a little less than I would like on some of their shooting, but not bad at all. They're not bad in any way, shape, or form. Far better than most other people that you're going to be seeing anyway. Justine Pizzat, another guard, 28.8 minutes, 11.9 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.3 assists, zero point 0.4 steals, 0.7 blocks, 1.2 turnovers. But get this, 45.9 field goal percentage, 45.6 3-point percentage, and 78.6 free throw percentage. Now, Sasha Washington, fourth leading scorer, leading in rebounds, 23.4 minutes, 10 points, 7.4 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 1 steal, zero point 0.7 blocks, 1.4 turnovers, 57.1 field goal percentage, but she doesn't hit 3-pointers, 67.5 free throw percentage. They've got scores on this. They've got a very team centric, hey, let's get the ball around. They don't just have to, they're not just relying on Michaela Blakes, but they know she knows how to get herself open. I'm not liking the turnovers between Blakes and Galvin, but considering that they're willing to share and they're willing to get the ball out to the other people, even though Michaela Blakes has got 26.3 points, she's still sharing the ball. She's still getting the ball. Plus, she's stealing the ball at a high clip, as is Aubrey Galvin. So they're doing both sides of the ball. I don't like their blocks on this team, but they're balancing it out with the fact that they can steal the ball at a high clip. And they've got shooters. They may not be as prolific as some other folks, but they know what they need to do. Anna Mitchell's only getting like 1 block a game, and she's a leading blocker. This team's probably glad that they've had a few days off. It's a good team. Probably one of the best teams in the nation right now. Well, they're ranked number 5. Like I said, I see a few weaknesses, but I can see them getting to the Elite Eight. I don't know about the Final Four, but I can see them getting to the Elite Eight. I'm looking at both these teams. Now, I don't know what it is about Claire Strack. Love watching that girl play. Then again, though, I take a look at Bandy and Michaela Blakes. Good Lord. Love watching her play as well. Both of them impressed the living daylights out of me. Kentucky spreads out the love a lot more. when it comes to scoring, but Vandy has shown that they can beat, not be necessarily elite teams, but those right on the cusp of it. And they themselves are right on the cusp of being elite this year. Kentucky, they've had a few hiccups at the wrong time. They went on a 3-game losing streak against Mississippi State, Tennessee, which at the time Tennessee was playing, and they just decided to quit. Lost to Georgia, so is Vandy. Georgia's a scary team that most people don't realize is as scary as they are. But came back, they beat Ole Miss in the right fashion. They beat Oklahoma in the right fashion. They go through spurts, and you never can tell which team is going to show up. Vandy, you pretty much know who's going to show up. These two teams have played. Shay Ralph, Kenny Brooks both know how to pay attention to what they needed to learn. In all honesty, with both these teams rested up, with both these teams in the right position to be something a little bit more than what they are, I still think this is going to be an anchor down spot. I think that Kentucky is what's the term? That they don't play consistently. They're too inconsistent. That would be the right word for it. Even though, hey, they deserve to be ranked where they are, I like Kentucky. Tony Morgan, Claire Strack, great together. Michaela Blake, Sasha Washington, Aubrey Galvin, those three are really amazing together. You've got, in all honesty, I think you've got better teamwork going on. Even though they've only got 4 shooters in double digits, the way they've got it, they use their bench better. They're more mobile in a lot of ways. That's why I'm saying this is going to be a bandy game. Anchor down on this one. I really do think so, because they're getting into the right spot. Okay, yeah, they just lost to Georgia, but that game, most people sleep on Georgia this year. They do. Uh, because Georgia can be a little erratic in how they play. Vandy has had some rough games. They have. You're talking about just before that, they had just taken on Texas, just taken on Oklahoma, just taken on Kentucky. Those aren't easy games. And then to go to Stegman Coliseum and have to face Georgia, I can understand why they were, you know, 3 days after facing Texas, one of their biggest games. Now, they've had rest. They've had a lot of rest. They're going to have a week's worth of rest. And to have Kentucky coming to their home court, yeah, I see this going right for Vandy. This has been Paul with Threadneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you're can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker. I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.